Hey, 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 it's your girl, Coach Mal, your favorite certified clinical sexologist and relationship coach, where I help other veterans connect with their spouse through my individual and group coaching sessions and my fun cooking workshops. So, hey, let's get into it. Today is National Buffalo Soldiers Day, and I could not let this day go by without sharing and honoring these brave men of color, or black men in particular. And as an Air Force veteran myself, I am so proud because I really feel like they paved the way for me to be able to serve my country. Now, who were the Buffalo Soldiers? I know you guys have probably learned about it. I learned about it in school. Um, but it wasn't until I joined the military that I really understood what they did. And these were some bad mama jammers. Let me tell you, y'all. These guys, they were African American soldiers who served the Western frontier after the Civil War. So they served in their area that they patrolled, what would have been modern day San Antonio, all the way as far as Oklahoma, according to my research on history.com. They were organized in 1866, and it were made up of six all black cavalry and infantry regiments created by Congress that passed the Army Organization Act. And so, what was so neat about this, or interesting about this, I think, is this segregation was still alive and alive. They were still segregating, and so this was the black man's army, and these guys, they didn't have the tools that the white soldiers had, but these guys, the rate of court martials and desertion was nil to none because these guys took their duties seriously. And I'm telling you, that just makes me so proud, you know. And I just think about how hard it must have been for them to not only be working with subpar materials, but they're fighting a war. They're keeping other minorities, controlling other minorities, which were the Native Americans or Indians. And they got their name. Actually, the Native Americans actually gave them the name Buffalo Soldiers because of their dark curly hair. It could have been because of that, and also um, because these guys were they fought very fiercely. These guys were they were fighting wildfires, um, keep capturing cattle rustlers and thieves. They were also protected the settlements, so they were like the modern day police, and I just can't imagine, protecting. They didn't own anything back then either, I would imagine. And so here you are protecting something that not even yours, and then not only that, you're almost forced to do it, you know, but you served your country and you served it with valor. Or according to my research, the last Black Buffalo soldier was a man by the name of Mark Matthews, and he lived to be 111 years old. And he died in 2015. And I just think about, the times, how, it was sad that in 1867, a year after they were organized, they had an outbreak of cholera. So a lot of them died from that. But the ones that were left continued the mission. And they actually, fought the war and kind of stabilized everything on the West, and then transitioned to Florida, where they started to do different uh, duties and maneuvers there. And so I just think about being in the military myself, and how, I think about with these guys, they they didn't get a chance to come back homes to their wives and girlfriends and family. They had to fight this war, and then maybe they had a little time to come back and then went on to the other war. But I think about what it must have been like to reconnect with their partners. And I can remember me, I'm a veteran, but I'm also a wife of a veteran. And I remember when he went away to fight the war in Iraq, And we um had a pretty good marriage, and when he came back it just wasn't the same, and it was really tough to reconnect with each other afterwards, because while he was away, I pretty much assumed the role of the leader of the home. I was the disciplinarian, the cook, the chauffeur, the counselor, the referee at times, full time mom, referee, chauffeur, businesswoman, and I had worked a full time job as a respiratory therapist. And so, trying to wear all of those hats and cooking, cleaning, doing all those things that a wife do, when he came back, it was really hard for me to relinquish some of the rings and give him an opportunity to step back into his role as a husband, and then also to reconnect with him as a partner. And so I think about that oftentimes, and it's one of the reasons why I do what I do, because I remember how important date night was for us. I remember how important it was for us to stuff like, I just remember what we did, how we used to be when we first got together, and the fun things that we did. And we did have counseling and all those kinds of things, and we really worked on our marriage. And so that's one of the reasons why I do what I do, because I want to be able to help other veterans reconnect with their partners. And so I do that through my cooking workshop that's coming up the end of August. So look for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't been to one of my cooking workshops, you're in for a treat. Then I also do group and individual coaching. And I just, I really love helping people, especially my veterans, my own. You know, we have served our country proudly, and we want to be able to have a normal life and be able to connect with our partners. And that's what I'm here for, is to facilitate that. And so I thought it would be pretty neat to come on here and just talk about the Buffalo Soldiers, and just to educate you a little bit. Or if you know of a fun fact about the Buffalo Soldiers, please comment here. Also, let me know you're here. Say hello. If you're watching the replay, say replay. Please share the video. Also, let me know what is something special that you remember about learning about the Buffalo Soldiers. Something maybe I didn't cover. Because these guys, they were the real deal. They were the real deal. And they were deactivated in 1944. And so and so I think about that. 1944 segregation was still going on. There still was separate bathrooms, separate water fountains. They had to ride in the back of the bus. Segregation was still going on, but these men loved our country enough that they wanted to defend it. And I pay homage to that, and I'm very proud of that. That these men, despite the adversities and the discrimination, I should say, during that time, they still fought to protect this country, and they're the reason why I get to serve today. And so I definitely give homage to the Buffalo Soldiers, to anyone that is a descendant of a Buffalo Soldier. Thank you, thank you, thank you for what your loved one has done for our country, and for me in particular as a Black woman. I'm really excited about that, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because I know had they not done what they did for our country, I would not have been able to serve some 100 years later. Um, so again, happy Buffalo Soldiers Day. Um, we're so grateful to you guys, and thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my talk about the Buffalo Soldiers. I look forward to talking to you guys again real soon. You guys can always reach me. I'm offering individual and group coaching. Also, the cooking workshop is coming up. So if you'd like more information about that, please reach out to me. Connect with me on Love Matters, my website here, lovematters.com, or you can text or call 512 766 4377. This is Coach Mal, your favorite clinical sexologist and relationship coach, where I am here to serve veterans and help them reconnect with their partners. And I also am here to serve women who need a little need to find a way to add a little more spark. Women and men actually, women and men to just add a little more spark in their relationship and just learn, give them the tools that they need to reconnect with their partner. Thank you guys again for watching. Y'all have a great evening. Again, please like, comment, and share. Have a great day. Coach Mal is out. Bye.